Automatic, systematic. Just keep your money on your grind. Oh, excuse me. Where is this at? Hold on real quick, y'all. Let me see. Boom, boom. Let me go to the... Hope everybody's doing all right. No, this ain't it. There it is. Flakko versus Munchie B.
My coworker Munchie B has been trying.
Flakko versus Munchie B. Flakko versus Munchie B. I think Flacco's gonna win this one, honestly. Got Flakko coming out on top. Got Flakko coming out on top. He's better at the internet. All right, man.
Been trying to get me fired from No Jumper for a while now, which is odd because I'm the only reason he's on the channel. My coworker Munchie.
All right. Let me set this what's up with y'all, man? Who in here with me? Chat. Who in here with me? Chat. Who in here with me? Chat. Can I get a chat attack? What's up, chat? What's up, chat? What's up, chat? What's up, chat? Hold on. Boom, boom, bow, boom, boom, boom. This one, bow, don't turn that down like that. And then we're gonna do this one right. All right. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Sharper tapping in 10 and Trap News Network. Back in the same. Light cook cracking the same here at 10 and Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Get Allegito. You're not going to get nobody's Allegito. And Flakko is on fire. And today is at the expense of Munchie B. So with that all being said, man, with this one, again, Flakko never came out and said anything about Munchie B. And I don't know if Flakko is in fact working for WAC. And I know that's kind of what sparked Munchie B's whole thing, but I'm not really sure 100% why Munchie B jumped out the window with Flakko, outside of him not liking that Flakko's finna run content on the unalignment of Draco the Ruler, which might implement some people who Munchie B has relationships with. But with that all being said, we can jump into this content, man. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Munchie B has been trying to get me fired from No Jumper for a while now, which is odd because I'm the only reason he's on the channel. But I have a video later this week where we dive more into Munchie B. But let's just talk about what's going on, okay, today. So I seen a video on the No Jumper Clips channel where Munchie B is essentially trying to convince Adam, like publicly. He's already been trying to do it in a group chat. But he's now trying to convince Adam publicly that doing business with me is a bad idea. And I just thought this whole situation is hilarious and funny. They were on a No Jumper show.
Yeah, Munchie B was very adamant that he wanted Flakko off the No Jumper show and he wanted him fired after this clip about Drake.
Reacting to this post I made on my Instagram story that has Munchie B very nervous, like very scared, and I don't know why.
Why is Flakko talking like... Excuse me, why is Flakko talking like point and shoot?
Post says, there's an arrest coming very soon in a famous LA rapper's death. My video dropping once I get the green light to name the #1 suspect in his murder. The only reason the arrest hasn't happened yet is because they're building a conspiracy and don't want another rapper to flee. I don't want to interfere because obviously that's obstruction. If I do, if LAPD drag their feet another month, I'm dropping the content.
Would that still be obstruction either way?
I thought that was pretty straightforward. You know, that's me being honest. But apparently Munchie B was very upset, very angry, and very paranoid about that. And I'm confused because anybody tell me in the comment section why Munchie B, the Inglewood mayor, would be upset about me making that particular post? Because I don't understand. So
this Flakko's version of a point and shoot style video, because this is strikingly similar to point and shoot style video.
Munchie B proceeded to tell Adam how I'm police and I'm bad for the platform.
Can you pull the mic in a little bit?
I think something wrong with that nigga, bro.
With Flakko.
Yeah, something he like not normal. Something ain't right with him.
Well,
He not feeling that. He like, bro, trying to get the BT and washed. I'm not feeling it.
No, that go for anybody. Like, why you just don't join the academy, bro? I'll tell you, you ain't even got to be a college graduate to be a police, bro. That go for whack 600. Like, who? I never heard of people go to somebody court date if they not there for themselves or to support.
okay, but
Like this people do is just crazy.
are you consistent with this? Because when Traplo Ross has been investigating the dude,
It's crazy because they have understanding for Traplo Ross doing it, but when Flakko's doing it, nobody seems to understand and see a problem with it.
David, who allegedly killed his underage girlfriend and stuffed her into the trunk of the frunk of the Tesla. I mean, those are like his biggest videos on his second channel he's like ever done, I think. And then B, I didn't see anybody saying that Traplo Ross was doing something bad by basically like exposing the rumors about what was happening with the investigation.
I still haven't said a name. People have put names in my mouth. I still haven't said a name. All I said was, doing a video very soon. I know who murdered.
That's true. He hasn't said anything. Everybody's is leading to skepticism, and everybody's jumping out the window with it, but he hasn't said anything.
The famous LA rapper. I'm naming the #1 suspect, and I'm breaking down this entire conspiracy. That's all I said, all right? They put Draco's name in my mouth. They put all the other stuff in my mouth. And they're reacting to words that they put in my mouth from their own mouths. I don't understand this at all.
That is unfortunately true. I've been saying that from the beginning. Flakko's only regurgitating what you niggas have already said online. If y'all niggas wouldn't have said nothing online, there would be nothing for him to talk about. If y'all niggas wasn't having these private conversations, there would be nothing for him to talk about.
Now, Munchie is very upset and very irate because, you know, he believes I'm making a video about Draco the Ruler. He put Draco the Ruler in my mouth. I didn't. Now, here's the thing. If Munchie B was consistent, I would understand. But Munchie B proceeds to tell Adam that Traplo Ross doing a 3-hour documentary breaking down the Draco the Ruler murder and naming YG throughout that entire 3-hour documentary. That's fine. When a white man do it, it's fine. But when Poetic Flakko does it, he needs to be fired. No, we can associate with this. This is wrong. Like, sir, y'all gotta like find new creative ways.
No, that's real talk, bro, because it's a lot of selective politicking and it's a lot of a lack of accountability.
To hate. If you just want to hate, just call yourself a hater, man. But trying to be morally and logically consistent with something that's not consistent doesn't do you any well, right? We just see you as an absolute hypocrite, as a raging hypocrite of that.
So is your offense that you're taking to Flakko talking about this, is it solely because we can probably assume that the people he's talking about are people that you're cool with?
Trap did the video regarding this also. He and paused it and all kind of stuff. You never seen that?
Yeah, where he broke down the whole footage.
He did the with the judge. He paused it and whatever he thought. You talking about somebody that's talking about some, they ain't trying to interfere with their investigation if they take too long. Like what?
These LA dudes are bootlicking.
But then see, here go the thing though. If regardless of whatever, how is that any different than what Traplo Ross is doing? And it's like, again, I've been saying this over and over and over. There's no difference in what Flakko's doing in this situation than any other situation that he's been involved in. So I don't even understand why niggas are so mad at this nigga at this point. Been doing this for every situation. He's the same dude who, when the Hoovers had their situation, was calling people the prime minister and things of that nature. He was giving dudes nicknames and all that kind of stuff, trying to get DJ academics on.
if you've ever seen one.
It's only
So Trapler Ross
niggas only have a problem when it hit home for them.
dropping a 3-hour documentary, it's okay, right? Trapler Ross naming YG and other people that you're cool with as being a part of Draco the Ruler's murder, that's cool. I'll say I'm dropping my documentary, all of a sudden I'm the worst person in the world, and you're doing a video attacking my mama, attacking my daddy, attacking my life. It's like, okay, what? And his excuse of, Flakko said he's gonna wait so he don't interfere, so I should drop it sooner, and that would have made it better. Excuse me? No, you're not fooling anybody here. The difference is Trapler Ross kind of touched broadly on it, not really fully understanding the full detail, the full grasp. But Munchie B know for a fact, I know who murdered Draco the Ruler. He knows for a fact that he knows how I know. So this is why he's panicking. This is why he's worried. It's not because I'm not dropping it sooner, because what sense does that make? You hate me because I'm not dropping the content you hate as fast as I could? No, he's upset that he knows that I know the information. He knows for a fact I know the information. And he's upset that I'm releasing that information to the public because the public deserves to know.
So, I mean, why is he so upset about that? Like, what's going on here? Who is it? The information that was said, or is who said the information a problem?
Who murdered one of the most promising LA rappers of all time? And I'm sorry, no amount of calls to no jumper, no amount of politicking or trying to put pressure on Adam is gonna stop me from dropping that content. I'm dropping it, buddy. And when I drop it, it's gonna be a holiday in LA.
So there's a bunch of eyewitnesses that could be taking this approach. Flakko doing it from another state seems like he's inserting himself in the problem.
But isn't that the problem? There was hundreds of eyewitnesses who watched this happen. There were a lot of people who was recording and watching.
Right. There's hella people who've already spoken about this on the internet. Like, what new information is he introducing?
A son, a father, a legend lose his life in cold blood at the hands of haters, and nobody was willing to come forward and let the public know who did it. But they're behind the scenes gossiping, telling they hood, right? Telling the sad who did it, but they're not willing to come forward. Isn't that the problem? It's taking an outsider, Poetic Flakko, to come and let you guys know what everybody in LA is already, well, not everybody in LA, right? But mostly everybody involved in this situation already knows who did it. They know the person who was passing out the knives. They know the person who took the knife and stabbed Draco the Ruler in his freaking neck.
But then, see, here go the thing, too. That's all things and conversations that have been had on the internet. Flakko's not giving any new information. He's just regurgitating what you niggas have said on the internet. Get off of the internet with this fluflamery.
And it took an outsider to come and reveal that information? Man, come on, man. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, man. Nobody can shame me for taking initiative.
And it seems
Definitely
like
inserting
you waited.
himself.
Seemed like you waited because this happened.
Yeah, a couple years
5
ago.
years ago,
Yeah.
4 years ago. And Flakko is not, he just didn't wake up privy to this information yesterday. He
And
did know this. He wanted to wait until he
you're
was
a part
out
of
the
No
way.
Jumper. We
Yeah.
have people that work here that are closely related to this situation, blood related to the situation. You could have took this to them, but you're using it for content. So that kind of seemed disingenuous to me as well. Like,
Well, but I don't think it's just genuine because he makes it perfectly clear that he's all about the content. And that, like,
Yeah,
he wants to
doesn't
get his
care.
views.
but don't make it seem like you're out for justice. And if LAPD doesn't do something, you will. When you could have been told the people family what's up.
I do like Tam, but this is silly and kind of dumb. What exactly would I be bringing to Ralphie the Plug that he don't know? What about who murdered Draco the Ruler would I be bringing to somebody who was right next to Draco the Ruler when he got stabbed that they wouldn't already know? So the statement of
That is a really, really good statement to have, because what could Flakko introduce to this situation? It's not already known by the person who was sitting right next to him.
Why come public and not just tell the brother, bring it to him? Because the brother already knows. The brother was present. The brother was there, right? The brother was a soldier and fought his life out against 100 people to protect his brother and protect everybody else. Ralphie was front line versus 100 people. So what exactly are you asking me to bring to the brother first? The brother already knows this information. He was there. Right? Like, it's no secret. The most hilarious part about all of this, though, is Munchie B trying to put this seed in Adam's head and telling Adam that I'm the reason why people don't want to come up to No Jumper. And it's just like, even Adam is looking at him like this don't even make sense. So like, shut up.
Like him.
Now, that's not 100% false. It's not 100% true, but it's a what 50-50 split. Like, let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that, you know, niggas want to go up to No Jumper with all the food flamming going on up there? Do you think it's 100% because of Flakko? Or do y'all think that it's a lot of other factors that take place too, and Flakko is just one of many factors that take place at No Jumper that make people not want to go up there?
And right, that's a lot of reason why people don't want to come up here and interview, bro. These weird type vibes, bro. Like who?
Flacco's nearly never here.
They don't think
Association with the
that.
brand, though, for sure.
Look. That's I have to tell, bro. Stop sending me this link. They reporting what he that's out there. He talking about what he about to drop like an album, like that's not No Jumper work. That's Flakko work. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of, but what that's on him, man.
I mean, my main thing is like
that's good for that. I get if
you're a gang member, you shouldn't be on the internet talking about the streets. Period. Point blank.
make him
Flakko should have nothing to talk about.
I'm happy, I guess.
I had somebody hit me up saying basically like, hey, if Flacco's dropping this kind of content, it's gonna get treated like No Jumper's the ones dropping that content.
Definitely.
Sean Cotton and other notable people and A-listers have said they were not going to come to No Jumper. And you know the number one reason? Hey, bruh, y'all gangbang too hard in that building, man. Sean Cotton told Adam during an interview that the reason why he was scared to come to No Jumper is because he see all these gangbangers on the platform. He thought like the building was filled with like gangbangers. If you think that I'm the reason why people aren't coming to No Jumper, you're out of your mind. It's because of the gangbang.
It's because of the gangbanging element. It's because of how much food, flamming, skullduggery, and larceny gets up there. It's because it looks like maybe you can get set up to get robbed and or packed out at No Jumper for sure.
On the platform. It's because of the malarkey and the nonsense that y'all.
I'm not gonna say it's because of the gangbangers on the platform, but any piece of negativity doesn't help an already negative situation. I'll say that for sure.
All engaging.
Any piece of negativity only makes a negative situation worse.
You think somebody hears, hey man, Munchie B, hey man, this dude right here who allegedly murdered Shady Blue's cousin and had him crying, this dude right here is on the platform? Yeah, that's a safe place to be. Let me come and sit across from a man who allegedly was responsible for a lot of murders, for a lot of Crips at a particular.
Whoa, Flakko just put a body on Munchie B. Okay, hold on.
Right here is on the platform. Yeah, that's a safe place to be. Let me come and sit across from a man who allegedly was responsible for a lot of murders, for a lot of Crips at a particular time. When a Crip died, they blame Munchie B. Let me come and sit across from this guy. Are you talk about being completely unaware? You lack self-awareness, and that's
Damn it.
the problem. Like, you're blind, but that's no excuse to not have self-awareness, bro. All right. Now, Adam, when he says somebody like caught him, Adam don't even understand like that's Munchie B trying to run a play on him. So the person who called Adam and told Adam that was Frosty the Snowman. That's Munchie B's right-hand man. So Munchie B right-hand man called Adam and told Adam that if Flakko dropped this, that they gonna blame No Jumper for it. No Jumper gonna rip the.
Okay, so Frosty the Snowman called Adam and said that it was a bad look and all that kind of stuff. Got it. Frosty the Snowman said that it was gonna make No Jumper look bad if they drop it. But on the same token, too, it did say No Jumper hosts Poetic Flakko. Like, that's what the situation did say. So that actually happened too. You feel me? So
the consequences. So Munchie B's homie is calling you to tell you that, and Munchie B is your employee, and you don't see the play that Munchie B is who told him to do that? Munchie B is trying day and night. He's working overtime, bruh, for this video not to come out. And try to get Adam to essentially give me an ultimatum. If I drop the video, your job is at risk. Try to tell Adam, hey, bruh, if Flakko drops this video, we blaming No Jumper. Why is Munchie B working this hard?
damn. Flakko's putting a conspiracy on Munchie B. He's trying to put a Rico on that.
Hard for this video not to come out. What is gonna be in this video that has Munchie B so worried? I want to know.
Which
He's right.
on one hand, I think Flacco's totally within his right to expose whatever the fuck he wants to say about an ongoing investigation. Because I mean, it's not any different than what happens in the real media world, where the New York Times, if they find out that there's an investigation going on into a alleged crime that Donald Trump committed, they are going to publish an article where the title is "There's an investigation going on into Donald Trump for X, Y, and Z," and that's not considered even slightly out of the ordinary for them to sort of preemptively say, "Hey, we found out about an investigation that is taking place." I personally don't want that stuff being revealed on my platform, and at this time, it's kind of useful. I think that it was like not here or not consistently on the channel. I think unless he drops some kind of crazy bomb, we won't be covering it any further.
Well, the thing is, like
I mean, but see, here go the thing though. You might as well give Flacco a badge, yeah, but he's proud of that. So every nigga who talked to Flacco about what's going on in their hood, every nigga who talked to Flacco about what's going on in the streets, every nigga who confines in Flacco would be by default a confidential informant. Does the logic? If Flacco's a cop, all you niggas talking to him are confidential informants.
police and the media have had a very tenuous relationship for a long time, and anytime there is investigations,
It's too late to spin the narrative, bro. There are too many clips of you dissing. Way too late to spin that.
there'll be communication. Be like, hey, don't reveal this. So they'll do media blackouts and things like that.
Man,
It's very
come on,
commonly
media.
done.
You gotta know when this dropped though, they gonna be like, yeah, Flacco and Adam 22, some snitchers. They gonna throw your name in automatically.
Oh, they're
Just
not.
I'm telling
You
you,
make-
already hit me this morning about it,
You're just
and I
making
just
that up.
work here. I'm not the
everywhere.
owner.
Nobody's gonna say
company.
Adam 22 snitched on it when I didn't have anything to do with creating the
think, Munchie?
content.
You think they gonna group
You
him
want
into
that to
'cause
be
it's his
true, but
brand?
that's not actually
I'm saying
reality.
if is calling the workers, this isn't my company.
Yeah, they're calling the workers because they want them to lean on Flacco for it to not come out. But if No Jumper's not the one,
Nah, that's
pushing
not
it
what they
forward,
said. I can show you the message. It was more so that's what's going on up there, bro. And I'm like, he's in Texas,
Yeah,
but they don't know that. Nobody know that in Texas.
I mean, if your argument is that there
And yeah, that's real shit too. Flacco's off out the way.
is some retard out there that would try to make that argument, that I feel you. But I object to the notion that that's going to be the prevailing narrative, was that I had a role in it just because Flacco, somebody who used to be
Not
on this
saying you had
podcast
a role,
consistently.
Adam. It's No Jumper host, Poetic Flacco. That's
So
enough.
it seemed like
That part's
That would
That's
be the
enough.
headline.
you know what I'm saying?
That's enough. Not saying you had any part or any. Just
I
the
feel you.
fact that this post No Jumper
It says post no. It's the fact that it says no. The fact that it says No Jumper host Poetic Flacco makes it bad.
host Poetic Flacco, that automatically come down on all of us, including you.
So you're saying you think I should formally excommunicate Flacco
Nah,
from
hell-
being known as a No Jumper host?
So let me ask y'all this question. When it comes to what Flacco has going on at No Jumper, when it comes to everything that he has, I'm gonna go back to this. But when it comes to everything that he has invested into No Jumper, who do you think is wrong at this point? Do you think that Flacco is wrong and Flacco shouldn't be doing it, Flacco shouldn't be doing it? Or at this point, is it understood that Flacco is going to continue to be Flacco? Flacco is going to continue to be Flacco at every regard or every step along the way. In a situation, just it is what it is. People have to be more accountable for their dealings with somebody who has nobody's best interest in mind. Somebody said a DP. That's why you do the street stuff. I'm talking about it. I mean, boom. You feel me? Like it's getting tricky in this situation. But it's only getting tricky again because, like I keep maintaining and keep mentioning, niggas was looking for friends. You know what I'm saying? We finna get back into the content, but y'all niggas want to be mad, y'all niggas want to be upset, you niggas want to be so angry and all this type of shit. Y'all niggas was looking for friends. You feel me? Yep.
Say don't do that to Flock. Hell nah. See, suspect, real one. Munchie B hating starts to stutter like me. You don't stutter that badly usually, man. You is trying to rush the words out to tell that white man to take away an opportunity from this young black man. Because this young black man knows who murdered a LA legend and is currently unsolved. Ew. Is that the reason why, Munchie? I'm confused.
Hey, Flacco is taunting Munchie B, boy.
Why do you hate Flacco so bad? What did Flacco ever do to you? Not a goddamn thing.
The moment that you, we live. The moment that you put your shit on the internet makes it everybody's business, bro. The moment that you put your business on the internet, it makes it everybody's business.
To be a
When it's your business to say your business, you shouldn't put it on the internet.
co-defendant with Jalise that one time. When have you been back?
Wait, what?
When have you been back other than that Tuesday show? When she
Flakko?
stopped trying?
That's the only time, or like,
Yeah, he
Since
pulled
last
out that
year.
one time, and that was it, right?
yeah, I believe so.
So, is he a host still?
I would say the
Shit,
door is
most of it.
open for him to be on the podcast. However, is he consistently on the channel? Obviously not.
Regardless, he's still a
But you gotta
For
prominent.
be
things
a
like
real
this,
no
though,
jumper
do you
fan
wanna-
to know that.
Do you
know what
want
I'm
to
saying?
distance yourself from him if that narrative is going to be prevailing, that Flakko is doing
I mean,
murder
what more do I need to
investigation
do to
work?
distance myself aside from the fact that he doesn't live in this state and he's not consistently been on the channel for a year?
You gotta
Well,
say
I
it.
think you're thinking about it too much in our day-to-day life and not the prevailing feelings on the internet that
Because
Flakko
your
is
average
a part
person
of.
doesn't even know that he don't be here no more.
Munchie B has been dissing me for the last couple months, maybe 5 or 6 months, but he crossed the line with this and the other things he said that I'm probably going to review in another video. He told just on both
Hey, yeah, Flakko went crazy on Munchie B went crazy on
phase
Flakko.
live.
Went out on Flakko Mama, all kind of stuff. I don't know what
On
Flakko
me,
Mama did to him, but she got some little shots at him.
Even tried to allude that I'm on the registry, which is not true at all, right? Like,
He never tried to allude that you was on the registry. He said that your brother was on the registry.
absolutely not true, right? Like, like try to allude that I'm a felon. It's not true at all. But the sad part about this is I was the one who vouched for Munchie B. When I first got to LA, I knew of Munchie B. I was a fan of Munchie B. And I wanted to bring Munchie B for a no jumper interview. Everybody says no. We're loyal to Draco. Munchie B is unhinged. He's problematic. We don't want him in the building at all. I kept pushing. It took a year and a half of me pushing every day to bring Munchie B to no jumper for an interview.
I wonder if Flakko's gonna bring up what Munchie B was calling Adam a PDF file and all that.
After the interview, I pushed for Munchie B and Spider Loc to have a show, even saying, yo, I'll do the show with them if they can get a show. Adam said, like, we don't really want him in the building right now because, we have other people who love Draco, other people who are associated with and with Draco. We like him being live is a liability. We just don't want those problems right now. I said, yo, I would do the show on Melrose. I would do the show on Melrose. I would pay for the engineer, for everything to do the show just because I want Munchie B to get an opportunity. Ultimately, I was able to convince Adam to let Munchie B, Spider Loc, and me do the show. The show got canceled, even though the numbers were great, due to politics and other people in the building not feeling comfortable with Munchie B being there.
Damn, Flakko's putting it all on the table. God damn.
What happened was, after the show got canceled, I still kept pushing. I brought Munchie B on the news the first time. Listen, I left for like 4 months, came back, and the first chance I get to produce a show, I brought Munchie B on. After Munchie B was live on the news, Adam came and said, man, listen, man, the building, people are complaining about Munchie B being on the news. I like Munchie B. I want him here, but I got to go with the people already here. It took me politicking, pushing, even making enemies with certain people who didn't like what I was doing for Munchie B. And until I fought.
But nah, I mean, I don't know if it's true, but I do know that Flakko was a big fan of Munchie B, and Flakko was a distributor of Munchie B and Munchie B style content for sure.
Munchie B to come back on the news a couple times, and then Munchie B was on the Tuesday show. So the fact that this is a guy who I worked this hard to show support and give opportunities to, the fact that this is the man who's now pushing for Adam to take me off the platform and to distance himself from me, it's snakish, right? It's not cool. It's nasty stuff. But what did I expect, right? From a gang member, right? Like, you can't expect loyalty from certain gang members.
Man, so here we're going to see a situation with this too. What is the difference? I keep asking the same question. What is the difference between Flakko talking about this situation versus Flakko talking about every other situation that he's spoken about?
Man. But I'm going to make another video where I'm reacting to certain lies Munchie B told on me. So I'm going to see you guys in this next video right here somewhere on my screen. If you love this video, click on this video right here.
All right, man. So we about to the next one, man. Red dots to the left. You know the rest. We are gone. Chat, y'all staying kicking, man. I got one more thing I want to show y'all, man. I got one more thing I want to show y'all. I got one more thing I want to show y'all. Hold on. It's just no accountability, bro. These niggas have no accountability. They sit there and they gossip with Flakko, and then they get mad at Flakko for running his mouth. A listening ear is a running mouth. What's up, Thicky? When the food get here, can you boil the broth so it cooks the food again? Thank you, baby. All right. One more thing I want to show y'all. Everybody shoot us too. We can't be into it if I don't get at you. Let's see. You know what? I don't want to get into that because I want to do this. I want to do a reaction to that, and I don't feel like doing a full reaction right now. I just want to kind of watch some content. But I was watching this earlier. Face do. That's up there. You know, we got a shoot on the fingers. Coming to a hood near you. We looking for that rapper to give some money to, give a distro deal to, and make some things happen for. The 49th law. That's a big one. Yeah, we're gonna be controlling 3-4 nights a week. The selective politicking. Look what Wagner been doing. That's exactly what he's been doing. Right? With Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. It'd be a different show coming on every night. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. On top of merch deals and touring and other things was going on. What I haven't been doing is telling the world that I passed a bottle to an alleged unaliver about a body that's been underlived, that's famous, that's unsolved. That's what Munchie B been doing. That's exactly what he been doing, right? So, you know, at the end of the day, the selective politicking, look what Wack did. Wack released some tapes on Big U. Hold on, dummy. Tapes came out of the family saying the detectives told them this. Earth to Mars, let me rewind. We released some tapes saying, the family saying, the detectives told us this. So if the detective is telling the family and they telling us, that means they already doing what they doing. It's going. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think that what Munchie B is doing is the equivalent to what Wack did? Do you think that there's no difference? Do you think that there's a difference? Go out, it's gonna go. Whatever details and facts the family saying the detectives told them, because the family wasn't there at the time the incident happened, that means the detectives already got what they got. Give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscription button. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. You know, I've been here a little more than usual, but, you know, every now and then I go in the toolbox, pull out the YouTube channel. Let's hit that thumbs up, hit that subscription button. So when y'all say, well, Wack did the rulers, the Wack did the same. No, Wack ain't do the same shit, because I don't think these detectives know that Munchie B is passing a bottle to the person that unalived Draco. I don't think they know this. Yeah, that's ugly. See, because if the detectives knew this, then the detectives would have told the family, hey, we know
that this dude is the one. Munchie B over here said, hey, law enforcement, go get an order to go through my phone. Go back a year, 2 years. Go back the day of and research my text messages and phone log and see who you can line up so we could maybe get a possible suspect. This is what Munchie C is doing.
Calling that nigga Munchie C is crazy.
And I ain't trying to pass him to the Crips. The C stand for coward. As Crickback would say, custard. Munchie C, you ain't part of the B team because the B team don't be releasing information against the B team. So the next alphabet is C. And the Crips don't want you. So we gonna leave you with the cowardly crew.
Damn. Hey, is Wack in this position where he could take Munchie B's blood status? Because he said Munchie B's not a blood no more. So is Wack in a position where he can make that call?
You run around here, running your mouth, and don't want to admit to it. Wack and Flakko ain't said nothing. I don't know what Flakko gonna release. Flakko a non-affiliate. He done told y'all, F y'all, F the streets, F you, whatever he say, and he doing what he doing. That's what he doing. Him and T-Rail and somebody else, I believe, just did a show deal. T-Rail from Hoover. I just seen him talking to Flakko the other day. Is T-Rail wrong? No, shit. If Munchie C didn't put it out there on the
Bro, breaking news, they just picked up Munchie B. No, they didn't, nigga.
airwaves, right? Flakko saying somehow, some way, he online with the police, a detective. This is what he's saying. This was Flakko saying. Munchie B saying, I know who did it. So if Flakko talking to the police, all right, Munchie B, and you telling the world, I know who did it. You doing reenactments of how you say it got done. So if you know who did it, and you able to do a reenactment as a blind dude, because you couldn't see shit, that means whoever you say know who did it, had to tell you. This is what you saying, dummy. And the homies shouldn't hear and see this no other way. Any other Munchie should denounce you and they should bump up. Little Munchie should become Big Munchie. Tiny Munchie should become, and so on and so. They need to rank up. Because what you doing, that ain't B team, homie. That's why we demoted you to the C team. You's a non-affiliate because you talking non-affiliate conversation. Shit. Your shit is worse than Flakko. At least Flakko's information is coming from the police. The information coming from Munchie is coming from the streets to the police. What's going on? Now let's do a recap. We addressed Rick Rock pulling the Nation of Islam Malcolm X move with saying, y'all ain't did nothing. When y'all gonna do something? I'm like, damn, Rock. Shit, you want to do something? Or you want to do something? I didn't want to do nothing to you when you was acting crazy and shit. I ain't did nothing crazy. Then we got the ruler report dude saying, I think Flakko's getting his information from Wack. Flakko told you he online with the po-po. And ruler report, I hate to say it, you like Munchie C. You went on there and Rick Rock kept it real. You went on there and said, we know the rapper that they talking about they don't want to run is YG. How we know that? We ain't heard YG name tied to running or conspiring. Ruler report. What you know? Who you talking to? You said that.
It's a lot of talk on the internet that shouldn't be happening.
Y'all going over there to Rick Rock channel. He just dropped it, did a little whatever he did. Y'all see it. And this dude said, we already know the dude he talking about don't want to run is YG. How we know that? How you throwing YG name up in there? Just because they had a little rap, whatever. Death Row and Bad Boy was built off the same stigma. So just because YG is dissing dude and dude dissing YG, don't mean he part of some unaliving. Ruler Report, motherfucking fake rat.
Whack make it to the end of the year, you getting off the net, you might as well get off the end of the net, get off the net because ain't nobody doing nothing to that net.
Bastard. How you just throw that on YG like that, bro? Huh? You did it. I want to hear what your excuse about this is. See, when Whack called you on something, because I can prove it, came out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Came out of your mouth. Organic too. Them shits is good. Right? So, Ruler Report, let's touch on this. Because you stay running my name. You sound dumb as hell. How do you know the person, the other rapper is YG? Munchie C done told you some shit too? What's going on? How do you know these things? That is the question. How does Munchie know who did the unaliving? How does he know who he's passing the bottle to? How does he know how to work the phone to turn on the information? Because he's recording y'all. He's sitting right there. So what's going on? Little Tip got on with Lil Lope, and Lil Lope pulled a gun, and Lil Tip pulled a knife. Okay, so did we get the gun? So we got the gun, we got the knife. And he told you, it's many options I can show y'all. And he goes on there and hits send. He ain't typing nothing in. Munchie see the police. Yeek TV, Atlanta. Shout out for the super chat. It's the other Munchies. From what I know, one of them, I believe, fuck with Snoopy Badass. They don't say they don't fuck with him. And the other Munchie that's in jail, the big dude, everybody tell me he a solid dude. I don't think he even agrees with none of this shit that Munchie C is doing. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't passing to the Crips. The C is for coward. All right? We ain't, you know, it's just what it is. You know, I heard him say, Whack can't call in a no jump. I can call in a no jumper anytime I want to call in a no jumper. I wasn't calling in for you. I was calling in for Adam. I'm team no jumper. Everybody know when I call in with some crazy shit, the number spike. I call in with somebody on the three-way, the number spike. You don't dictate or run nothing around there. You act like you the dude getting the bag around there. You ain't getting shit. You just another.
This celery is sick.
Another asset. That's at the table. You keep telling people I'm down here Tuesday. Ain't nobody falling for your police rat trap. I'm telling them I'm down there Tuesday, and y'all can nab them while they trying to get me. Nobody's falling for that. We don't care where you at Tuesday. It's people in Lindale on Tuesday. It's people everywhere on Tuesday. Hell, I'm at the house on Tuesday. You know? May 2nd, James Earl Night Center.
All right, man. I'm gonna eat my phone. It's tricky in these YouTube streets, bro. Y'all enjoy your night. I'll be back tomorrow. Red dots to the left. You know, rest. You go.